guys.
Hi there. We are here today because Jessica has been seeing some videos.
I have been seeing some videos when I watch YouTubes when I do smile makeup in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's people talking specifically about their high-end Holy Grail, their drugstore Holy Grail products, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that too.
Yes.
Me.
We have done videos similar to this in the past. We've done like our absolute favorite drugstore products, and then we've done our top, whatever products to save your pennies for and spend the money.
Mm-hmm.
But we realized that that's kind of changed since we did them, so maybe we should redo them.
Yeah.
And if you guys can hear the psychotic wind we're dealing with here, I apologize.
It is extremely windy.
So it's extremely loud, and there's nothing we can do about the wind. Can't turn it off.
Alright, there's not going to be any specific order to this stuff,
No.
and some of these things you will have seen like featured in our annual favorites, our monthly favorites, so anything that we have featured before, we won't go too in depth on.
Right.
But some of these things are actually, they're things we've been loving for a very, very long time.
Things that we have repurchased, or if they were to just go away in some sort of tragic way, like fall and shatter to a million pieces, we would mourn them while we drive to Sephora or MAC or Ulta, and then we would repurchase immediately. Life would not be the same without these products, is what we're saying.
Word. I'm going to start out with this guy. I think Sarah probably, do you have this guy
didn't
as
grab
well?
it, but it is definitely a fave.
This is the MAC Oil Control Lotion.
Yeah.
This is the little baby size bottle, little travel size guy. It is 1 ounce for $10, which is kind of expensive for a moisturizer if you think about it. However, this stuff works miracles.
Yeah.
And I will never be without this in my life. This is absolutely Holy Grail. I use this every effing day.
Every effing day.
Every
And
effing
I would say we've repurchased it, I don't know, like 10 times or something.
Yeah, I can't even do the math on that. It's just, as soon as I start getting low, I buy another one.
Yes, or whenever we go to MAC, we just buy a new one just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
All right, my first one is going to be my Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This is a $30 makeup setting spray. It is very expensive, but it is worth every freaking penny if you are oily. It makes your makeup stay.
Yes, it does.
It's a miracle worker if you're oily skinned, and yeah, I love it. I will not be without it. I'm currently without it, but that's because I have a makeup setting spray that I've been using. You'll probably see that one. It's a newer product, but it'll probably be in my drugstore favorites.
Word.
But this is amazing, and I will repurchase here in the next few days, I'm sure.
I can't be without this stuff, especially now that I have the big one, which I'm about, I'd say to there.
Mine's all gone.
So I'm gonna have to repurchase this soon, but this is Holy Grail.
Holy Grail.
Absolutely.
Y'all.
Holy Grail, y'all. Okay. This was not featured in our annual favorites, and I can't remember the last time it was featured in a favorites, but this is like hands down Holy Grail. I need to get this like in my life constantly. It has to be there. This is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid.
Yes.
We have the shade NC30. My bottle is getting dangerously low, and it makes me incredibly sad. So I'm gonna need to rebuy it, but this is like the most beautiful foundation
It is.
in the world.
Amazing.
I'm wearing it today.
Me too.
I absolutely love it. The way that it blends onto oily skin, the way that it works well with any primer I try to pair it with.
Yeah.
It's just perfect. It's a nice medium to full coverage. I love it.
Me too. This is my second bottle. And the only reason mine looks different is I paid the $10 and invested in a pump. I think the pump is worth it too. Just saying.
Maybe I have to get a pump.
Okay, so concealer favorite for me, this is gonna be redundant and repetitive, so I'm not gonna stick on this one for far too long. My MAC Prolongwear Concealer NC25, just a shade lighter than the foundation we use because you want it to be a touch brightening, and this concealer is absolutely 110% worth every penny. And this tube will last forever because you don't need a whole lot of this to like highlight your face or conceal anything. Wonderful.
She loves it. Okay, I'm not going to go too in depth on mine too because you guys have seen me show this a million times and pretty much every YouTuber in the world. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Complete Coverage Concealer. Love it. I'm obsessed. It's $28. I wear the shade Light Warm. It's very brightening and it looks beautiful under my eyes. It's $28 and it's absolutely worth that price tag.
It is. Like we said, no rhyme or reason, so I'm going to talk about a primer. This is my Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer. My gosh, this one's almost gone, and I will be repurchasing it very soon here in like, I don't know, 2 days or so, because this is totally worth every single penny that you spend on it. If you have oily skin, this primer is God's gift to oily skin girls, because, oh my God, it keeps your foundation in place. It's amazing. It's like $32 or $36, one of those two, and it's crazy expensive, but worth every penny. And that'll be the third tube that I've purchased. So, you know I mean business when it comes to this shit.
Guys. She mean business. All right, moving on to eyeshadow primer. This is the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish primer. I'm not a fan of Smashbox products. I've tried their face primers, didn't like them very much, but this guy. Sarah told me, get this. I was on the hunt for something that would not make my eyeshadow crease, and she said, get it, it's amazing. And I was kind of like, me, okay, I guess. And I got it, and she was right.
Should have listened.
I effing love this stuff. I will not be without it. It is absolutely perfect. It's a $20 eyeshadow primer, which is actually not bad if you look at
some of the other eyeshadow.
Yeah, some of the other ones are really, really pricey. But this is amazing. If you have oily lids, use it. Use it. It's amazing.
It'll change
so
your
freaking
life.
good.
All right, so my primer, aside from the Smashbox, is the MAC. I'm sorry, a lot's gonna be MAC. I apologize. MAC Paint Chili Paint Pot. This is my second pot of this. I use this every single day with my eyeshadow. There's not a day that I do not use this and this together.
Yeah.
And when you put them together, it's like cement to your eyeshadows. They don't go anywhere. Worth every freaking penny, and I will repurchase until the day that I can no longer repurchase, which will probably mean I'm like 98 years old.
98.
Yep.
98. Let's talk about some highlighting business. This was also one that was not featured in the annual favorites, but it is Holy Grail. Sarah got this one and she was very, very protective of it, and then I finally got my hands on it, and I understand why now. This is MAC Soft and Gentle. This is heavenly.
Oh my
this
God.
is pure, beautiful,
perfection, wonderfulness,
glowy amazingness for your cheeks. It is so smooth. It blends beautifully. It is $32 mother effing dollars.
It's cray cray.
It's cray cray, but I don't think I'm gonna even come close to being able to use all of this anytime soon. I've had this for a year, and it still almost looks like it's brand new. Like the little domey thing is not gone.
Mine looks the same.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I love it. I love the reflection it puts on my face. It's Holy Grail status.
Holy
100%
Grail status. And then MAC Mineralize Skin Finishes just in general are amazing for highlighting. I have a couple of them and I love them all. But the other highlighting product that I know if I was to break any of them, if something was to happen to any of them, I would drive my ass straight to Sephora and purchase them, or Ulta, because they're at Ulta too. But it is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors. I love all of them. I have 3 of them. I have Moonstone, Opal, and I of course have Champagne Pop. Champagne Pop is my favorite one. I love this one so freaking much. I have to stop myself from using this one and this one, because if I don't, I will not get through any other highlighters.
Ever.
Ever. Favorite. $38 for that, but it is totally worth it. 100%.
We a little bit basic up in this channel.
Basic bitches.
Basic bitches.
Whatever, we admit it.
All right, next on to contour and like under eye brightening type businesses.
Oh God, yeah.
I can't afford this to be a Holy Grail, but it is. Gosh darned it. Gosh darned it. It is.
I would be very sad if it broke, and I would kind of, you know, cry a little bit at the amount of money I would have to spend to repurchase, but I would do it, and I would live my life knowing that I did the right thing.
This is the Marc Jacobs Instamark bronzing contoury duo in Mirage filter.
Oh, so beautiful. It's perfection. Are you serious right now?
Look at that. This contour color is absolutely perfect for creating a shadow. This sort of like banana white powder is amazing for brightening up under your eyes.
Yes.
I have this on my face today. This is a powder, I think when I first talked about it, I said the bronzer, it practically blends itself. When you put it on your face, like, it goes on smooth. It looks blended. It really does, like almost instantly. I'm obsessed. This is absolutely perfection. If you can get your hands on it, I highly suggest it. It is $48?
Yes.
$48, guys.
But it's worth every penny.
But
I
it's
bought
amazing.
it at the VIB sale, so I got it slightly discounted, but
It's
still
amazing.
amazing. All right, I'm gonna talk about blush next, and of course, me being the basic bitch that you all know I am, it's gonna be my MAC blushes. I'm sorry, I'm a MAC whore. If you've been on this channel for any period of time, you know that I am obsessed with MAC. If I had my choice between MAC and Sephora, it's gonna be MAC every time.
Always.
These MAC blushes right here are amazing. I have single MAC blushes. I love everything about MAC blushes. They are beautiful, they are blendy, they are wonderful. They're absolutely wonderful. And the pans are not that expensive. I believe they're like $16 or $18. So they're not that expensive. And you do get quite a bit of product, and I absolutely love MAC blushes.
She loves them.
I sure do. I sure do.
Right, my favorite, most holy grail high-end for blush is, I just brought this one along. I do have a couple of singles, but I figured this would demonstrate it just fine. Tart Blushes.
Oh, I love
These
this.
are the Amazonian clay blushes, and these are absolutely amazing. I'm wearing the color Prim right there on my face today. The way these look, they look very natural when you blend them out. Like, you cannot overdo a Tarte blush, or at least I haven't been able to. I absolutely love them. They are so smooth, and they look so natural and healthy on your skin. Individually, they are like $28. Every year they come out with a holiday palette with 5 of them for $45-ish, which is an amazing deal. And so I'm, you know, making that a tradition. This is my very first one that I've gotten, but I'm making that a tradition where every year I'm going to get a holiday palette because their blushes are absolutely outstanding. It was the first high-end blush I ever tried, and it is absolutely my favorite high-end blush. Absolutely. Holy Grail status, y'all.
I have kind of a strange one. This is a makeup brush. This is my IT Cosmetics blending crease brush. This is it's like 14 or 16 bucks, so it is fairly pricey, and IT Cosmetics is a high-end brand. But this blending brush right here for your crease is absolutely amazing. It is so soft. It blends out your eyeshadows so nicely. So you just get this perfectly blended, wonderful crease. I only have one of these. I keep waiting for Ulta to send me another 20% off coupon. It's been a minute, Ulta. BT dubs.
I think I saw in the 21 Days of Beauty that one's going to be on there for like 10 bucks or something
then
like
I
that.
might have to go grab it. I might have to go grab one. I'll check out the 21 Days of Beauty and see if I can find it, but I need more of these.
Word. All right, let's move into eyeliners. We both have these. These are the Kat Von D tattoo liners. I have Mad Max Brown and Trooper.
I just have Trooper.
Obsessed. These are amazing. These are doing, like, I like to do a winged liner, and doing wing liner is actually kind of difficult, and these make it the easiest I've ever experienced. It's still pretty hard, but they make it easier than any other liner I've ever tried. These two colors are absolutely my whole life. Trooper and Mad Max Brown. Mad Max Brown specifically is Holy Grail. These are fantastic, and they're $19. I will forever have them. I will always own those.
Trooper is my absolute favorite. I don't do a wing, but I have a lot of people ask me, like, when I use this, how I get my eyeliner like just so straight and across, and there's nothing crazy going on, and it's not all weird. And then I always tell them, I'm like, you need to use this. You need to use Kat Von D. I'm like, it's expensive, but it is worth every friggin' penny.
Absolutely.
Okay, I have a mascara favorite.
Ooh.
My mascara favorite is my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I'm obsessed with this. This is, I have had a sample. I've had a big tube. This is my second big tube. I have another sample, and I have another big tube. This is kept in stock in my makeup collection. So volumizing, just beautiful, wonderful. I cannot imagine my life without this mascara. Every time I use it, everyone tells me, my God, your eyelashes, they look so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, it's just this. I only purchase this at in full size at the CCO. And that's because they sell it at full price, but for some reason, Urban Decay is always 20% off. They can't discount it like at an outlet price, but they can give you a sale price on it for some reason. It's very strange, but whatever. I'll keep buying it.
Whatever it works for them. Okay, my mascara Holy Grail, I've actually, one of them, you guys should know, the other one is kind of newer-ish to my collection. This is the Benefit Roller Lash. This is just a little baby guy. This is like $12 for this tiny little travel size one.
I love it.
And when I wear it in conjunction with my other Holy Grail, which is my Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, my lashes look amazing.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. It's like as close to looking like false lashes as I can be without wearing false lashes, which, let's just be real here, I will never do that. I will never wear falsies. I can't put them on. Y'all people who can do that, you's talented. Let me say that. But when I wear these two together, it gives me a very similar look, and I obsess. Too Faced is $24, so a bit expensive, but I love it. This is the most amazing mascara I've ever put on my eyes, and
that just does such a great job of making them lengthened. Oh, they're so long.
Lengthened, separated, and then this goes in and gives them that nice little, like, slightly clumpy I like. Hi, girls. Okay, I have one that's like Sarah had her brush, so she had a little wacky one to toss in. I want to throw this guy in. This is Thierry Mugler Alien. The first time I smelled this perfume, I didn't like it very much. I was kind of like, it's okay, but then I put it on. And the way that it mixes, I guess it's designed to kind of mix with your body chemistry to give everyone a slightly different smell. the way that it smells with mine, with my body chemistry is,
It does smell really
it's
good.
heaven. I absolutely love this stuff. This is an $80 bottle for the tiny little 1 ounce size. I recently found on Overstock. They were selling like the tester bottles, the big 3 ounce tester bottles in their old packaging. And I got the 3 ounce bottle for $62 because I had a coupon as well.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey. I love this stuff. This is heaven. It's Holy Grail status. I wear it every single day, and I will never be without this perfume in my life because I will sell a kidney to be able to afford to buy this expensive little bitch.
Damn right she will. I have 2 eyeshadow favorites. So I'm just gonna jump in and talk about the first one. The first one is my Kat Von D Shade Light Eye. This palette is Holy Grail. I use this shit every day. Every damn day. This is the perfect matte palette. The colors are amazing. I use this every day to set my primer. This is my favorite transition shade. This is a beautiful crease shade. Just like everything about this palette, I use it every damn day pretty much. There's almost, I would say 98% of the days of the year, this is on my eyes. I love, 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 love this palette. It's totally worth it. It was $46. Oh my God, if anything ever happened to this palette, I would cry, I would be devastated, and then I'd go buy a new one.
Yeah, within like 5 minutes.
After I gave this one a proper funeral.
Yeah. Okay, my Holy Grail high-end eyeshadows should come as no surprise. It's going to be the brand in general, the line specifically. I have my Naked palette here, and I have my Vice LTD Reloaded. These 2 lines from Urban Decay, the Vice line and the Naked line, I am obsessed with. Anytime a new one comes out, I buy it. I have all of the Naked palettes. The Vice palettes, unfortunately, I only have number 3 and above. Kind of sucks. I do have 4 Vice palettes, I will say that. I am absolutely obsessed with the Vice line. They have, it's like between 56, this one was 56, the highest I think we've paid is 60. So between $56 and $60 for 20 eyeshadows that are absolutely amazing, blendable, high quality, pigmented. That's an amazing deal in my mind. And then I have all of these. I have all of the Naked palettes. I will always buy the Naked palettes. They are 12 eyeshadows for $54, so not quite as good a deal as the Vice palettes, but the Naked line is amazing.
Yes.
I'm wearing this one on my eyelids today. I absolutely love this. This was my first high-end palette, and Urban Decay is just, it's my shit. You guys know that if you've been around a little while. I'm constantly obsessing over Urban Decay eyeshadows, and they are Holy Grail status to me. Absolutely.
And my ultimate Holy Grail status eyeshadow palette is, of course, my MAC eyeshadow palette. I love this. This was a gift, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. I love this palette. This palette is worth dying for. Well, you know what I mean. But this palette is amazing. It is everything. MAC eyeshadow palettes are glorious. They are very, very, very freaking expensive. Each eyeshadow was $10, and then this palette in itself was like $8 or $10. So very expensive to put this together.
Oh,
very expensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
And but worth every penny to me. I didn't spend it, but you know, whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
I would build another MAC eyeshadow palette, and I probably will start doing so very soon in the near future, just because MAC eyeshadows are forever my favorite eyeshadows. My absolute, hands down, must-have favorite eyeshadows.
Absolutely. Okay, my final high-end Holy Grail. This was a gift from Sarah. This is the eyeshadow single in Kitten, Stila. Oh my God. This is my absolute Holy Grail brow bone and inner corner highlight. I love this thing so much. The way that it glows on your inner corner, especially if you like put it on there super concentrated, is like no other eyeshadow I have. This is the perfect highlighting color. I've worn this on my cheeks, I've worn it all over my lid, I've worn it on my brow bone, on my inner corner. I freaking put it all over myself because I just wanted to glow. And I mean, this is absolute perfection. I have heard these are extremely fragile, and mine has yet to break, but if it were to, like, nothing would stop me from going to Ulta
To repurchase
it immediately. Yes. Because this is my Holy Grail highlighting eyeshadow. Can't do without it. Can't.
And those are our Holy Grail high-end products, guys.
Holy Grail.
There's a lot here, but these are all very much so worth it.
Oh yeah, these are absolutely worth their high price tag. I think that everything here is worth the money. It is 100%.
100%. That's why we love them so much.
Indeed.
So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up.
Big one.
go ahead, click that subscribe button down below.
If you have not yet.
And we will see you guys very soon in our next video.
In the next video.
And you guys will be seeing a drugstore Holy Grail video very soon. Bye guys.
Bye guys.